you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this in three parts. One, my motivation for doing what I do is self. I'm motivated by self first. Hey there, that is CEO Natalie R. Murphy, the queen of romance. Hey there, Nat. So, one is I am always self motivated. Two, my mentees, just like how Natalie just put that on the screen and said, "Hey, coach," that motivates me to keep moving forward. When I see their business that was already doing great start being greater and extraordinary, that motivates me to continue going. And I have people that pour into me. You happen to be one of them. Dr. Stevens happens to be another. I have a base of people who pour into me on a daily basis and remind me of who I am, what I'm doing, and the why behind it. And when I don't have that why or don't feel that why, they remind me, why did you say you were doing this? What was this all about? Why are we doing it? Because we try to make sure our community has small businesses that are able to employ other individuals. So we do not have to wait for the economy to give us a hand out. We are the hand up.
Absolutely. Steve, you got something for her?
Coach, I have one question. I have the epilepsy enlightenment, and you have a son with epilepsy, right?
Yes, sir.
How was it raising a son with the seizure disorder?
I would say the first thing was it was scary. It was very scary in the beginning, and because the seizures came from nowhere. At 11, he was in his room playing the game, and the next thing we knew, he was on the floor and it had a seizure. They had no idea what was happening and why it was happening. But once we got more informed on what to do in the cases of when it was happening, and having an understanding that we were not going to be able to control those seizures, that we had to just live with them and make sure he was not afraid, and make sure that he still could live his life. We taught him to still be resilient, still do the things that he was going to do, and we just made sure that everyone around him was aware. I wanted him to still live, because the one thing we have is life. The one thing I have a thing about being afraid and being fearful of life. We have to live it. We only get one.
Definitely, and that where the title is definitely gracious with your leadership, because you led him and you taught him, and that's gracious. And me being epileptic, blessings on blessings to you for that, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will say this now, just to hear what you wanted to do with epilepsy enlightenment. That was, to me, that was it was very valid. And then when we started talking about you bringing that first aid to schools, because schools have regular first aid, but they don't have first aid. They did not understand what to do. You heard so many myths. And you were ready to bust those myths and actually get some real support. To me, that is valid. Definitely. So I want to make sure we put on the founder of Epilepsy Enlightenment. He's not just the CEO; he's the founder of trying to make a movement to make sure schools are able to provide that to the kids and provide it to the staff so they can do better.
Thank you, Coach. All right, let's get into some of these coaches. I have a question. So, what makes someone coachable? And I got a different. What's the difference between mentor, a coach, and a consultant? And how do you know when it's time to find a mentor?
Okay, mentor, coach, consultant. I'm writing it down so I don't miss nothing.
Do them one at a time, Rachel. Answer them one at a time.
I just want to make sure I get them all while he got.
Yeah, I just go to the first one. What makes someone coachable?
Being open. Being open to not being right. Being open to change. Because when you go to an individual and ask them for support, you have to be open to your ideas might not be the correct ideas. But also, as a coach, I want to say this to people who are coaches, leaders, mentors, or consultants. You're not always right either. So it's having an understanding that sometimes pushback is not that they're pushing back on your idea, is the fact that they're not completely bought in to what you're talking about, or you're not 100% correct, and there might be a little more information you need. So I think that's a little twofold. The coach has to be willing to be open to making adjustments when things are not correct, and a mentee has to be ready to be open for change.
Okay.
So that's the first question. The second question was what the difference between a mentor, a coach, and a consultant.
Yes.
Okay, this is guys, this is a fine line. Mentors are usually individuals who are just giving you insight, are having conversations with you and trying to keep you along on a path. Coaches usually have a designated thing that they are coaching on. So coaches usually have a specialty that they're coaching on. Like you have basketball coaches, football coaches. You have you have individuals who are life coaches. Now, life coaching, it breaks up into many different things because your life is a full cycle of a lot of things. So what is the specialty? So coaches are specialists. That's how I see coaches. Now, consultants. Now, consultants are a little different because they come into a business or an organization. They're not just consulting you personally. They're consulting on usually a whole plan. Yep. So to me, those are all different. Those are the biggest differences that I see. We can always look up definitions because I want to make sure that I'm 100% right.
but no, that's great. Now I understand exactly what you're saying because a mentor, you're following and you're following what he does. It's not your plan. You're observing and learning from his daily job. And like you say, with the coach, they are specifics. They coach certain subjects and certain things.
Just like teachers. Like teachers. Yeah.
Right. And when you said a consultant is over bigger. It's not over the person, is the business. We're consulting the business. So I truly understand what you said. So how do you know when it's time to find a mentor?
I think we all need mentors all the time, Steve. All the time. So to me, and I'm one of these firm believers in what I'm about to say. You don't have all the answers. And if you don't have all the answers, you want to surround yourself with other people that do. So if you are looking to grow from where you are to the next level, get with someone who's done it. Okay. Don't get with people who say they've done it. Get with someone who's done
it. And that's why I'm glad I was with you, Coach. I have a question too. Now you're working on probably your 10th season now of the CEO Mastermind?
Season 5.
Season 5. When are you going to have that big reunion? Because
big reunion.
Season 5
per your advisement. So my advisor Steven Edwards said we should do the reunion at the New Year's Eve gala at the end of the year. So I am looking for all mentees who are out there who are watching right now you guys will be getting invitations to that gala at the end of the year. I will try to get us all together so we can come together and have that conversation and have a big CEO mastermind.
That is awesome.
I think it's going to happen. Awesome. And let me ask you, Rachel, what's one thing somebody can do tomorrow morning to become a better leader?
Tomorrow morning, if you are not a good leader today, or what stage are you at? So that'd be a better question. So it depends on what stage you are at. If
say that they're a leader, that right now they have a team that follows them and this and that, but they're not progressing. Something's lacking, okay? I need something powerful that they can do tomorrow morning to become a better leader.
Talk to every member of your team. Have a candid conversation, create some kind of survey or whatever have you, but have the conversation with your team, because if your team is not progressing under your leadership, there is a disconnect between you and them.
Short and sweet. I like that, okay?
Okay,
go ahead,
Coach.
Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, you got a question, Greg?
No, go ahead.
Okay, Coach, what's the one lesson you've learned from mentoring others that surprised you?
That sometimes when people say they're ready, they're not
ready. Yeah,
they're really not. That's probably it's probably the biggest thing. And because I'm one of these people who are full of excitement. Sometimes people will want to work with me because I'm full of excitement. But when it gets down to the brass tacks, say, hey, this is work that you got to put in, they're not ready for that work.
Okay.
How do you?
Okay, go Greg.
Let me get one. So you got People that are out there, they want to do these things, okay, but they're a little shy. The opportunities kind of sweep past them because they're not ready, I'll say. How can people become more confident without pretending to know everything? We got a lot of people that fake it to make it, okay, and they still don't make it. But how can people become more confident without pretending to know everything?
Start doing it. Just do it. Your perfection is not going to happen. And the first thing is step into where you are today. Accept that you don't have all the answers today and start moving forward. That's it. That is what you can do.
What's up, LinkedIn user?
What's up? Yeah.
Hope you're good. Go ahead.
You got another one? How do mentors balance encouraging someone while still holding them accountable?
Hey, I had that on an everyday mentee. So encouraging and holding accountable. So encouraging them to move forward successfully that's part of being a coach. You always should be trying to move them forward or moving them through a challenge that they're having, making sure that you understand the challenge that they're having, holding them accountable. Once we agree upon the prescribed method, I'm going to hold you accountable for that taking place and going to encourage you to stay along the path. Part of my third book, Freedom Has GPS, this is what it stands for. GPS stands for get clear, protect the plan, and stay the course. You stay in the course long enough to see a result, good or bad, so you can make a decision on what to do next. Sometimes we don't stay the course long enough to see results.
Yes. Have you ever had to tell someone a difficult truth? And how did they handle it? And what was the biggest misconception?
Jeez. I say this, I have to tell the truth all the time because I'm a person of integrity. I don't sugarcoat things. I try, and I'm a straightforward person. So sometimes I have to reel the straightforwardness back and learn how to have a conversation that reminds people, but not tells people. And the being in your face sometimes is not what everyone needs. So what normally happens is that I have the conversation. Okay, this is what I see. And what was it you were trying to do? So I've learned to reframe that question reframe it to a question of what is it you were trying to do with this piece of content, this activity, this post? What were you trying to do? And then it lets me know how to mentor them backwards. But a lot of times it goes to, as a coach, you can't be in their face. You have to remember that they are adults like you're an adult. You might have more knowledge in a subject, but it doesn't make you where you are superior. We are all on the same playing field. I'm just reminding you of who you are. Now that means that I must be able to articulate in a way that gets you to still move forward on your success. That's something that as coaches we must learn how to do.
Okay, Rachel, I got about 7 because we're getting ready to run out of time. I got 7 questions, and I want real quick answers to them. Okay, but before I give you these questions, I want you to finish this sentence. Leadership is
being open and being encouraging to other individuals for their success.
Okay, I'll take that. We should put that in the dictionary. We can do that. Steve, you have another question before I get to this lightning? I call it the lightning.
I got one, and you got to do a quick one on it. How do you help someone discover their own leadership style instead of copying someone else's?
Oh, I love that. First thing I would do is have the conversation for them to be self-aware, for them to get self-aware and really hone in on who they are and what kind of message that they're delivering, because that is what your leadership style is going to come from. Who are you really? Who are you trying to serve, and how you're trying to serve them? Okay. So I will allow them to find their voice by coaching them on looking for that voice.
Right. Helping them find themselves.
Absolutely. It's all about you. It's all we hate to say that. Everyone says that's selfish, but if you're not about you, it's hard for you to be about someone else, because that means that you're not worried about how you do things, which means you're going to impose those same traps on someone else.
Interesting.
All right,
Are
come
you
on to
ready?
the lightning round. I know you ready.
You
I'm
ready
ready Greg
for it?
coming in the lightning round. We need
Let's go.
3-word answers, coach.
I don't know about that, but I'm gonna try.
Let's go. One word that defines great leadership. One word.
Open.
Okay. All right. Something personal about you. Do you like coffee or tea?
Tea.
Okay. All right.
I don't drink coffee at all.
She can't do the caffeine, coach already.
It's true though, Steve.
What's the best leadership book that you've ever read?
Other than hashtag poverty to six figures, I would come on now. Other than that book, I would say the best leadership book I ever read would have to be The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Highly Effective People. Great book.
By Stephen R. Covey. I shaped a lot of my principles around things within that book.
Okay. What's the most underrated leadership skill?
Empathy.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Because a lot of people have been told not to be emotional. And a lot of people have been told that you have to be stern. But empathy is a lost art. You have to understand what other people are going through.
Okay. Do you have a morning routine or are you a night owl?
Morning routine. I get up at 4:30, between 4:30 and 5 every morning, and I have a strict routine of morning gratitude, 3 words of gratitude. Then I do my affirmation, and then I do meditation every morning.
Okay, there you go.
What time is your bedtime?
Lately, it's been late because I'm still writing my 3rd book. But normally, I'm in bed and out of there about 10 p.m.
I mean, to get up at 4, you got to have a nice bedtime to rise at 4 and 4:30 every morning.
Right. I mean, I've learned to not that the myth of people waking up early and staying up late is a way to build wealth because they take naps throughout the day. That's the part that they do not tell you. They take naps, short naps throughout the day. That's how they're able to burn the midnight oil.
I'm just getting into learning that now too, Coach.
Yeah, Einstein. If you read things about Einstein or Rockefeller, they took naps and took breaks throughout the day. Henry Ford used to walk around the plant every day. It was their way of decompressing. So they don't tell you that part. So when they're burning those midnight oils, they've took 5 to 6 naps throughout the day. Einstein used to take naps, and that's how he would map out his plans.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. What's the best advice outside of the advice that I've given? You know, what's the best advice you've ever received?
Chill.
Take time out for yourself.
Chill. So the best advice I ever had was chill. And even though I've heard it more than once, Greg has told me, but I heard it when I was getting deeper into leadership, that you have to chill.
Yeah. Got to do it. I had to learn the hard way, man, for real.
Mm-hmm.
What's one leadership myth that you could crush right now?
You do not know it all.
Thank you.
No one knows it all.
I mean, even in your expertise field, there's still more to know.
Thank you. Can you please, on your many platforms that you speak on, please say that on everyone. Please do.
Oh, I say it all the time. I tell everyone, I am on a life lesson. I am constantly learning, constantly developing on an everyday basis. I can't know it all because the second I know it all, I'm dead.
You learn from your mentees.
I learned from every single mentee I have had. I learned something. One, I can just go. Hey, I got a couple of minutes. I'm gonna pick a couple of mentees right now. We're gonna start with season 1. Bobby Stretching. I will call this lady out every single time. I learned grace through her time through the mastermind. She was going through the hardest time of her life, but being able to come to that show, 4 or 5 episodes, going through what she went through and having grace, encouragement, learn something so much about your struggle does not define you. And Bobby, I learned that from working with Bobby, the season 1. season 2. I always pick someone. Shayna Jenkins. Shayna Jenkins, I learned that even though you have focus, it's okay to go rogue. And going rogue on certain parts of your business allow you to focus on others. So understanding how to put her plan together to allow her to go rogue, but still get focused results, that I learned that working with her. So absolutely. Go ahead.
And see, Coach, to me, everything you just said, that shows a great leader. Yes. Because a great leader is open to learning also.
Always.
That's how I feel. That's, give my opinion.
So, Rachel, if somebody...
I got to say about Steve. Now, even just because Steve is here, I want to say this part. What I've learned from Steve is that no matter what his challenge was, any week, he still came there and would say that I might be learning slower, but I'm going to learn.
Yeah.
So his resilience through everything that was happening at the time, that showed. And right now you can see the results of that. The results of his resilience, the results of his determination to continue moving forward. I mean, when me and Steve first started talking, we started talking about him doing a TED Talk. I'm still looking for you out there, trying to find that TED Talk for him. I'm still making calls. But we were trying to surprise you with this, Steve, because we were trying to look for it. I even enlisted Greg.
Everything gonna happen in this time, and everything has been happening. Absolutely. It's been a blessing. I mean, doing Dope Living, then moving on to the CEO Mastermind, season 1, then contributing writer in Melanin and Marriage, Epilepsy and Enlightenment. I mean, it's total growth, and I thank both of you.
Absolutely. And thank you. All right, you had something, Greg. We cut you off. We still got 6 minutes, though. We're doing good.
No, we're doing great, okay? But, as we get ready to close, if somebody watching tonight, remember one thing from the conversation that we just had, what do you hope that one thing is?
That you have the opportunity to learn from anyone, from a baby all the way to a 110-year-old person. You have the ability to learn something every single day from every single person. Never feel that you are above anyone or below. You all have your own circle of genius, and you need to walk in it, walk through it, and walk together around it.
Yeah, absolutely. People, we try to, again, especially on Thursdays, we try to impart some nuggets, I'll use the word, so that you can grow. It's not meant to say, well, she knows everything, as we expressed here today. We don't know everything, but we've been seasoned enough to be able to impart some things that could help you along. You either use them or you don't. I mean, it's not a consequence of ours, but we would hope that you take some of these lessons, some of these examples, some of the journeys that have come through here on Thursdays, and use them to better your platform. Not saying that your platform isn't good, but everybody, I don't care what you think about Dope Living TV, we can always be better. We can always be better. And I'm working on that daily to try to get better. Again,
same here, Greg, that you say that. Currently, so guys, everybody who's watching, I want you for the next 30 days to watch my content. So for the next 30 days on Instagram, watch the content. I am taking a content class to make sure that my content is able to relate and hit the individuals that is looking to obtain. I'm currently averaging 300 views, up to 300 views per piece of content. I'm looking to have 1,000 plus views per piece of content on average in the next 30 days. Watch the Instagram. Let me know what you guys think of it. Every week I'm going to ask you, because right now, as I said, as Greg was saying, we're all open to learning, growing, and development. So for me, I'm looking to have better content that resonates and gives and provides the most value. Be on the lookout. Instagram is where I will be dropping that content. I'm working on that platform and that platform only at this time.
Absolutely.
Get locked in.
We got to get locked in at everything, okay? We're not just saying it for our health. We don't just do this show for our health. We do it for it's a purpose for everything. Are we? Yes, we make money. That's how we survive. We make money, okay. But we do these things out of love for everybody, out of trying to. Because if you're doing this for money, again, Steve and I spoke on it. If you're doing this for money, I think you're going to fail. And I hate to use that word, but that's just how I feel. If you're doing any of this leadership, any of this mentoring, any of this stuff for money, don't come to me and say, hey man, you can be on my show, but it's going to cost you $75. You don't know who I am. Bro, look, you don't know what you missed out when you're trying to charge me to come on your show. We have never charged anybody a penny to come on Dope Living TV. For 1,500 shows, we have never charged anybody to come up here, because the value that we have is the people that are on here, such as Rachel, because she can ready to give us this exercise real quick, all right? So, just take what we have for you and use it. I'm telling you. Rachel, get us out of here, man.
CEOs, as I said, you guys are ready. I want you guys to go into this 4th of July weekend with this in mind. Independence is about the brilliance that's within you. Yes. Let that be free. Let that grow. Let that foster and harness to be the best version of you. And until next week, right here on I have the pleasure to be with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. I want you guys to stay focused on being the best version of you and be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You. See you next week right here on Dope Living TV.
We got to copyright all them moves, man. We got to do all of that. Copyright, trademark, whatever we do. That's the thing. And see, that's going to be, I want to do a short where I got about 50 people and you're in the background talking to be up and everybody making these gestures.
You know what? I had that at the DAG Awards when I won my award. That was my whole moment. I tell you, right, the award didn't mean anything to me as much as it meant for me, for people in that crowd to do it with me. When they were doing it with me, and when I did it, they was all with me. That was to me, I just looked at that video the other day. That still to this day chokes me up, because that means that I touched people the way I wanted to.
I'm gonna get a bunch of people. I'm gonna send something to you. It's gonna be like a couple of minutes. I'm going to get a lot of people to say that. Then it's going to be a picture of Rachel coming through, and I'm going to have you in the background. Your voice is going to be in the background, and you're going to be saying some different things. I'm going to have different scene here, different scene there, different scene there, and people are going to be like this. I'm telling you, I'm working on, because I'm getting back into my film stuff now. So
okay.
I got something with the melanin and marriage people called The List.
Well, I am melanin and marriage. Every time you say it, like you forget me.
No, I just said the melanin and marriage people. Okay, it's called The List. I called it The List. Yeah. I've already sent them the script. I wrote the script. I told them I was going to do it, and scripts are nothing to me. I write those easy. They just roll off my head. So the next day I had a script ready for them. All right, I'm just waiting on all of them to read it, understand their parts. I'm gonna show them how I need their part to be filmed, and bam, I'm gonna put it together, put it out there. So hey man, I'm ready, but I gotta get that special gift from my sister soon. All right, Rachel, we're gonna get out of here. Steve, we're gonna get out of here. We got a special show tomorrow.
Wait, I gotta hear my part of Steve, if y'all don't mind. I look forward to this every week. Come on, Steve.
Well, I'm sorry, Steve. Like you said, we got a special show tomorrow night. So be here. Is it at the same time, bro?
Same time so far.
Same time. So 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. And like they said, like Coach said, if it's in your head, make it. Today is I'm possible. Always remember that every day. I'm possible. Not it's impossible. I'm possible. And that's what I learned from Coach too. So today is Thursday, last day of the week for us, but actually it ain't, because tomorrow's special show. And when you end it with me, is God is love, love is God.
Yeah, man. All right. Independence Day, huh? The movie's on right now, but I like the movie more than I like the celebration. You know what I mean? So That's just me. I'm too old
You
for
know what?
firecrackers.
You know
I
what?
want to say something real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Y'all remember the traffic on Independence Day, the movie?
Yes.
Man, I forgot it was gonna be an eclipse that day. And I was and I got a ride from Noblesville to Gary. Do you know we left my house at 2:00 in the afternoon and we didn't get to Gary to 1:00 in the morning? It was, I mean, we were stuck. I mean, I have never in my people drove from Minnesota, Ohio, all of this to this part of Indiana because they said it was the best place they could see the eclipse.
Right.
I didn't know that many people wanted to see it.
Yeah, no.
For a couple
I
minutes.
can't say it. See, I was outside on the balcony with my wife watching it, so.
But you didn't drive 8 hours. You didn't drive 8 hours to see it.
No, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing.
All right,
No, it
y'all.
was real.
We'll get out of here. Rachel, thank you every Thursday, man. Y'all come.
Thank you guys for having me.
Rachel's here, giving us the CEO nuggets, you know, and more. You know, we started off with just CEO nuggets, and it turned into something else. So we're gonna always appropriately call it CEO nuggets, but I might start putting and more on there. So thank you, Rachel, again for coming through. This is Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.
Peace.
Whether in the house or outside, you know that we gon' do it. Make a wrong decision, turn around and still get through it. When you say the name, you know it's us and what we doing. So turn it on and let the bass get moving. Yeah. Dope Living TV, Dope Living TV, Dope Living TV, Dope Living TV, yeah. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Dope Living TV.